Here are some other examples. Silver gets tarnished. Tarnished means its shine gets dull or it loses its shine. Silver gets tarnished, that is, it loses its shine. It is also the sign of, or it is also representing the reaction of oxygen on silver. You might have seen silver jewelry of your parent, of your mother. Girls would have seen their own, as well as the silver vessels used for worshipping of the god and goddesses. And you would have seen that when they are new, they shine a lot. After some use, you see that its shine loses. That means it gets tarnished, it gets oxidized due to reaction of oxygen. Iron gets coated with brittle brown colored layer. Brittle, that means that layer which comes on iron, if we touch it, it easily breaks. Right? It comes in our hand. At the beginning, they are just a powdery form. And then the layer forms in the crystallized form. So as soon as you touch or you just rub your hand on it, it will start getting brittle. That means it will start getting powderized. Copper and brass get a green color deposit on their surface. Copper is tambu, brass is pittar. Yellow, reddish brown color metal, and this is brass is yellow color. It is also getting corroded. It is alloy form. Surface of aluminium becomes dull and loses its shine. You might have seen bucket, right, in your family of the aluminium metal, which gets dull after some uses. So these are the certain examples of the corrosion. Corrosion is a very serious problem in industries. The chemical reactors and plants need replacement due to corrosion, because every now and then machineries and the containers of the chemical materials, as well as some other containers which is used to store the chemicals and all, because of the reaction with the oxygen, because of the reaction of the acids and all, they get easily corroded, and the plants, that means the industries, need to replace them. Replace, that means they need to discard them and get new. So it is little costly also. This requires lot of money and time. And so there are certain solutions to stop this corrosion or to prevent the corrosion. So here are some steps to prevent the corrosion. Corrosion can be prevented. How we can prevent? You might have seen the mechanic oiling the machineries. When you put the vehicle for the service, they put oil, right? In the home also, in the door hinges, in the window hinges, in the swings hanging, you put oil. In your cycle chain, you put oil. Why we need this? Because we are greasing them. And when the layer gets little smoothened, they will not get reacted with the atmospheric air and get corrosion. So, corrosion can be prevented by coating the surface with paint. Even you apply the paint, right? Oil, grease or varnish. Varnish, grease, these are the lubricants. That means a viscous, a sticky material which is used to get lubricant the very big machines, higher machines, heavier machines, right? So you apply paint also. You see the materials which are made up of iron, they are mostly painted. If you will not paint, they will start getting corroded, having the reddish brown color on it. So this is the step. One another step is by coating. Coating, that means depositing some other layer on the metal substance. By coating, or we can say depositing a thin layer of any other metal which is not easily reacting with the oxygen, or we can say not getting easily corroded, right? So that is the method. One more method is coating. It means to put a layer of one metal on another. Coating iron with zinc is galvanization process. Now you might have seen iron sitch. Iron sitch, that means patra, which is used as a roof. Iron is easily getting reacted with oxygen, so it gets corroded, or we can say rusting of iron takes place. And zinc is also a metal, but it is not easily oxidized. So zinc metal is melted and its layer is applied on the iron. Then that sheets of iron are called now galvanized sheet, and so that process is galvanization process, due to which iron sheets get prevented from the corrosion. In the same way, coating brass with chromium. Brass material is also coated with the chromium metal so that brass will not easily get corroded. So these are the certain steps how we can prevent the corrosion. Right? And now the another oxidation reaction is rancidity. What is rancidity? The natural oxidative chemical degradation of oils or fat is rancidity. In our simple language, we can say that when oil or fat, that is ghee, cheese, and the products which are made from oils and fats, when they are kept in open or when they are reacting with the atmospheric oxygen, they get foul smell or foul taste, right? Then that is called rancidity. Rancidity is a process which converts esters present in the oil or fats into free fatty acids. Esters, we will learn about it in 4th chapter. It is a chemical functional group which makes the oily or fatty contains component into acidic form by reacting with air or moisture, and due to that the food containing oil and fat gets bad taste or bad smell, which I can say foul taste, foul smell, and that is nothing but it is rancidity. Rancidity causes a change in the smell and taste of the foodstuff containing oil. Different oil become rancid after different time periods. We do know that the oily food which your mother used to prepare at home, after some time if you will eat it, then you will get some different type of smell from it. You will even get some different taste, which we can say khoru thai gayu, spill, right? So it is necessary to take care of oily food. As it is necessary to take the corrosion prevention, it is also necessary to prevent the rancidity. What are the steps to keep food in an airtight container? The very first step is, whenever you put a food stuff into container, then that container should be airtight. That means easily the air should not enter that food stuff. You might have heard your mother used to tell, whatever, if you are taking food from the container, that is fried food, your mother will tell you that please close it properly and very soon close it properly. Why? Because of the air. If it will start reacting with the air, what happens? It will start getting rancid, foul smell, foul taste. To flush the package of chips and namkeens with oxygen-free gas, and that is the nitrogen gas. You bring the chips, potato chips, soya stick, right, bingos, and all things, you see that they are all fluffy. That means air is filled in it. But that is not oxygen gas. It is flushed with nitrogen helium gas because it is oxidant free. And so the oxygen will not affect your food and nitrogen will keep your chips and namkeen fresh and crispy. Vacuum packing is also done to protect food, right? So that rancid of the food will not take place and it will be remain away from the rancidity. To add an antioxidant in the foodstuff is also one factor. It also one step. Vitamin E is the best antioxidant for the oils. So the oil which we are getting from the market, they are already nowadays adding antioxidant, that is the vitamin E, in the refined oil tin, so that that oil will not get easily rancid. That means the process of rancidity can be prevented. So these two were the application. There are other applications which you will learn in higher classes, 11th and 12th, about the corrosion and even some other factors and other applications. But at present, we are here that rancidity and corrosion are the two effects which is because of the oxidation reaction, right? And with this, all our topics of the chapter is completed, and remaining some animated videos I will send you in the another video session. So by the time, thank you.